today we are going to just, you know, be getting ready and okay, apparently the dogs want to bark. Okay. I'm just gonna prime my eyes while they finish. No cows yet. No cows yet. But the last 3 days, they've really consistently been coming over here. So let's hope. So the plan is, honestly, this guy, this guy, this guy, maybe a hint of this little man or like one of these two. I'm gonna keep it really, really basic. I'm just feeling really basic today. Just going to do, and again, in this video, I'm doing my eyes first, but that is because this eyeshadow palette does have some fallout. Why is my camera already overheating? Oh my god. Help me out here, life. We are going to use this guy, so bronzy orange, and I think I'm gonna highlight with this. It's a very, very shiny, sparkly color. I think it's just going to pop, and I'm very excited. So today I'm also going to be spraying my brush. I didn't do that in my last video because I wanted to see the colors on their own, completely just standing alone, and how good they did, and they did amazing. Oh my gosh, I didn't okay. My filming setup is just a little janky. It is a tiny bit janky, and I guess that's life. Stay recording, y'all. I'm on the brink. I'm actually not. I'm being overly dramatic because the last 2 days have actually been very good. Surprisingly good. I've gotten a lot of things done that I did not expect to get done, so I'm fine. My camera's gonna break any second now and just never work again, but hey, that's life, I guess. I really shouldn't be that surprised because I'm pretty sure I paid $300 for it, $400, which in the camera world like isn't really that much. And that was 4 years ago. So okay, I like that. And then I'm just gonna dibble a little dabble with a little bit of a smaller brush on the lash line with this, the darker color, and just really make sure that's blended on the lid as well. So I started watching Peaky Blinders and I'm not sure how I feel about it. It isn't my typical show. I don't care for really intense shows, period. It's just not my cup of tea, to be honest, because in my free time, I don't want to watch gruesome, horrible things. I don't really want to watch adult things, if that makes sense. Like, adult things. It's just really not my thing. That's just not something I want to watch in my free time. So I know I tried to watch Taboo. I couldn't do it. I tried to watch, what's that other show that people are really into, that like that lady goes back in time? People are obsessed with that show, but I can't do it. I cannot. I can't do it. That is not the kind of thing I want to watch in my free time. It just isn't. So Peaky Blinders is a little bit difficult to watch for that reason. I have miraculously made it through to the second season, which I cannot say for those other shows at all. I barely made it through, I think, 3 episodes of each of those. And it is because it's good. Like Peaky Blinders, I get it. I mean, those other shows are good, but the storyline around everything else, that's the thing. The bad stuff that I don't like to watch is at least very small snippets of the show, like 2-second clips, where in those other shows it's like half the episode is things that I do not want to see. Do not spoil anything for me in the comments, please. My favorite character so far is probably Arthur, to be honest. I love me a good crazy man, okay? You just want to give him a hug. It's the kind of guy you just want to fix. I love that. I love characters like that. Okay, I finished my face off camera and my brows because it's just a little too much for me to talk while I'm doing that. I don't know why. And I popped some white eyeliner in my lash line, and I'm not sure if I regret it yet. So we're gonna go back with that dark shade on the lower lash line. Basically, we're just going to match what we did on the top to the bottom. Being really careful. We don't want any fallout. Come on, man. I want some freaking cows. The cows were seriously here already at this time for the last 3 nights. And now they're not here. If anyone is curious, they aren't our cows. That is our field out there, and like all this is our field. And you might see this little fence right here. That's just our cross fence. This field over here is still ours. We just have a fence separating our land into 2 portions. The person who owns all the land behind our property has a lot of land, and he has a herd of cows. Instead of using a tractor or something to mow that field every once in a while, since we don't have animals yet, like goats, to keep it more tame, we just opened up a section of the fence like that meets up with his land, and his cows will go into that field and eat the grass for us to keep it tame. So we just have to worry about the smaller section of land, cutting that for ourselves. So I was so excited when he offered that for us because I love cows. I love cows. They're so cute. They're so cute. I love them. Taking this all the way in. Especially, you know, when they walk and they get like this going. They're so cute. And I'm gonna fix this. I kind of messed this up here with my concealer. I'm gonna blend down here. So with our baby Jax. I am continuously surprised by how early he is doing some kid behavior, things that I thought kids don't do until 1, 2, 3 years old. He is 8 months old, and already if you tell him no, he starts crying immediately. That is not something I thought an 8-month-old would do. I really didn't. He wants to play with everything except his toys, and sometimes it's just not something that he can play with. He likes to rip my hair out, first of all. He likes to play with all of the remotes, and he loves to lick the floor and just he wants to hold everything. Anything that we have in our hands, he wants it, which is totally a baby thing to do. But then if we say, no, that's not for you, he immediately just starts crying. And it's so fun. Like, not to be mean or anything, but his crying because he is just upset about something is different than other cries when he actually needs something. And when he's crying just because he's mad, the face he makes is so funny. It's so funny. He's got the low crawl down, and he's sitting up really well, which took us forever. He did not want to sit up. I don't know, like, he just didn't want to. Anytime we'd like try to sit him up or prop him in anything, he would literally just go. He did not want to sit up. He's like, leave me on the ground, Mom, I'm fine down here. So he's finally sitting up like a big boy, and when he's in his entertainment center, he stands on his legs. I'm sure he's leaning on the table somehow. But then when I try to kind of convince him, like I'm holding him and I'm wanting him to bear a little bit of his own weight, he doesn't really do that yet, but he's only 9 months old, okay? I can't like pressure him to do too much. But developmentally, he is just totally awesome, right on track. He's doing really, really well. And he finally has teeth. Oh my gosh. He has chewed on everything since he was about 12 weeks old. And just in the last 2 weeks, 2 or 3 weeks, he's gotten his bottom 2 teeth in the middle just barely poking out. And they are too cute. And he is just drooling all over the place, which is totally fine. The only part that's not fine is that he hates bibs. He rips his bibs off. So his clothes just end up completely soaked in drool every single day, all the time. And it's just stuff you got to deal with. He hasn't gotten a wet rash yet. I'm kind of vigilant about that. I'm always wiping him if he doesn't have a shirt on, or I change his shirt very frequently because I do not want him, especially now because it's starting to get very hot and humid. We've had really late rain as well, so it's extra humid, if you can believe that. And I just really, this is the time of year where rashes are gonna start coming up because it's so humid. He was born in the winter, so we haven't had to deal with that as much. I mean, he hasn't had a diaper rash ever yet, so I'm sure the humidity is about to change that. This one is more sparkly than any other color in this palette. It has the same shine to it, but then it also has this splash of just sparkles. So I'm going to wet this as well, and I'm taking on a very small pencil brush because I just really want to be able to control it. I'm going to pop that. I do love this color though. It's such a ultra bright inner corner highlight. If you're not into that, use that other shade I was talking about. Really beautiful but subtle. If you want a super reflective, sparkly inner corner highlight, then that is the guy for you. I have a lot of lip gloss on my teeth. All right, so this is the final look. Hi, my hair is down. I just washed it today, but I don't think I rinsed out all my conditioner because it looks greasy. So Everything I used on or off camera will be listed in the description bar below, so don't you worry about that. If you're curious about anything that I used off camera, it'll be down there. And these freaking cows are total haters because right now they are right about there. They're just totally hating on my game right now. They don't want me to succeed. They don't want to see me thrive. I hope you guys loved this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing. It means the world to me and helps me out so much. And I think that is all. So wherever you are, whatever you're doing, just have a good one. Bye.